What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking That Shit with Skeen. I'm back in the building, baby, baby. How you been, guys? It's been a while, yeah. Like always, you know how I started. It's been a while because I got to do my thing. But frankly and honestly, the flu bug that's out there, man. Yeah, man, it's real in the field, and it took your boy out. It took me out. I mean, I'm talking about fever, cough that won't stop. It was crazy. So I was in the hospital for like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then released, with all the treatment that I got and stuff like that. Still feeling crazy, nauseous, and ready to throw up and stuff like that. So if you out there and the flu got you, man, to me, it knocked me on my ass. So shout out to everybody at the hospital taking care of the kid. Shout out to my girlfriend too. She really did her thing and tried to do her best that she can do to try to get me to not go to the hospital. But with my underlying condition and stuff like that, it was just, I thought I had COVID, really, to be honest, because it was just like the fever was like 100, 102, 103, and then it would come down, and then it would shoot right back up again and stuff like that. So, man, I'm talking about, there was the Friday before the Friday. So I went to the ER Friday night on the 28th, right? February 28th. And so that day I was just in bed all day. I'm talking about all day. The only thing I got up was to use the bathroom and then right back to bed. But it was just like, piles of sweat. It was nasty. But now we're good, man. We're good now. Good looking out to all the doctors and stuff like that. Like I said, man, they were pretty cool. And the nurses, of course, all good, trying to get your boy back out in the streets, try to be outside. But it was all good. But that being said, I think yesterday, so today is Wednesday, so I'm recording past deadline. You know what I'm saying? But yesterday, I think, was the fifth anniversary of total shutdown, COVID style, and it just gave me a time to like sort of reset in the way that we really lower our guard, right? Time passes, you lower your guard and stuff like that. So I remember, constantly washing hands, hand sanitizer, you know what I'm saying? You walking through the door, shoes at the door, which we still do. So thank God for that. But everything else, we kind of like put the guard down, right? So like I've been thinking like lately, people sneeze, they don't cover their face, and you just be like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? But you stay in that same area instead of saying, yo, we out, we going this way. You know what I'm saying? So there's just, a reset to like, especially if you got in the flu, right? I think everybody I've talked to be like, yeah, yo, the shit was bad, or everybody had different symptoms, but it was like, yeah, shit was bad, and like this, that. Like me, it was fever. Other people I know has been aches and pains in the body. Other people has been just nothing but like migraine headaches. So whatever it is. But if you kind of sit back and think about it was like, damn, did you wash your hands? You know what I'm saying? Did you touch money and then touch your face? Somebody sneezed in the area, or just in, where you work. Did you not create that space? And I was just thinking about the COVID days, man. Everybody was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Yeah. I remember one time, this time I was living in an apartment, and man, I was just I wanted to get out, right? Because every day you would just, what we did, wake up, breakfast, chill, lunch, chill, dinner, chill. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't a lot of movement, especially when you live in an apartment, there's not a lot of space. But that being said, I remember one day I was just like, yo, man, I've had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God fridge was good. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good, but I just needed to be out and stuff. So I remember getting dressed and driving in my car and stuff like that, and here in Rahway, and and I got pulled over by a cop. I got pulled over by a lady cop. Nah, it wasn't. It was a guy. Cool peoples. Got pulled over. He was like, "Yo, where we heading to?" So back then, if you guys remember, it was just like either if you were in the street, you were going to the supermarket. Pretty much, that was the only place you could probably go get supplies and stuff like that, right? But me, I was just like, listen, man, I live in an apartment, bro. I remember I told them I live in an apartment. I needed air, man. I just needed to drive with the windows down. I just want to feel the sun in my face. I just want to drive, man. So I remember he was like, yeah, man, I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm supposed to give you a ticket, blah, blah, blah. He went through his whole steps and stuff. He didn't do any of that. But what he did was, I remember being stepped out of the car and stuff like that. I told him I'm going to step out the car and stuff like that. So he backed up. So I was at my like driver's side car door, right? And he was by the trunk in the back and stuff. And we was just parlaying and chatting like for 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He just became a human being, right? Just like I am, right? We just became two humans who just started chatting. Mind you, we were that far away, still masked up and stuff, out of respect and stuff. And we was just chatting it up, man, just talking for 15 minutes about everything. Like he was telling me, how dumb people are out in the streets, and I was telling him how, trying to be sane in the streets. Like he had the luxury of working outside. Mind you, the streets are dead. It was a ghost town, right? Like every other city. I remember pictures of Times Square. You guys remember pictures of and situations in your neighborhoods and stuff like that, which it was just a ghost town. Parks were closed. You couldn't even take a walk in the park and stuff like that. I remember the Rawway Park was all blocked out and stuff like that. But so we were just chatting it up, just talking for 15 minutes, man. And I remember after, the 15 minutes was done, he was like, listen, man, take a couple of more minutes, drive around. But if somebody else stops you, just tell them you're going to the supermarket or something. Don't say it. You know what I mean? So lie. But yeah, man, I'll never forget that. I couldn't remember the cop's name or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to be thankful and be and appreciate the fact that, you know what I mean, we chatted it up for 15 minutes and stuff like that. Gave me an opportunity just to talk. I mean, shit, we used to talk every night on that app, Party City or Party Call, whatever that app was, everybody was using and stuff. Party Time or something like that. So shout out to that, because that used to stay on. Boom, get notifications. You was on like, yeah, just to talk to your people and your friends and employees and stuff like that. So that was great. But still, sometimes you just needed that contact, right? Just to make sure, hey, all right, there's a real human in front of me and stuff like that, instead of being on video and stuff like that. But yeah, man, 5 years ago today, time flies, man. People, still 5 years past, motherfucker, still wearing masks down here. Like, what you doing, dog? When I still look at that, I'd be like, yo, 5 years later and you still wearing your mask down here, nose all exposed and shit, you a dumbass. That's why I always remember when professors used to be like, there is no dumb question. Oh yes, yes. Because there's always dumbasses. Mask down here. Like, what you just doing, man? Raw dog in the air. That's what you're doing. But yeah, man, 5 years ago today, man, it's crazy. Time flies, man. Obviously there was, we laugh about stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of lives were lost. You know what I'm saying? And it was so scary, man. It was really, really scary. So I know time flies, and as time goes on, you kind of like be like, word, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth, and it moves on. Like even nowadays, I still reflect on 9/11. I reflect upon my whole day, my whole experience back then, and how crazy it was. You know what I'm saying? And reality didn't hit until you got home and saw it on TV. You know what I'm saying? Because you live it from your point of view, right? So I remember little bits and pieces. Like I remember 2 jet fighters coming overhead, while I was walking on Riverside Drive. I think I was like maybe in the 80s already, 80s, 90s. And as two jet fighters were flying, going towards World Trade Center, and there was a guy walking his baby in a baby carriage. And I'm saying to myself, yo, all hell is breaking loose. Two jet fighters and going towards lower Manhattan, flying low. It was like, yo. And over here, you got a man just living life, right? Pushing a stroller and stuff like that, because life goes on. And just little stories like that, man. I remember, going to finally getting to 135th Street on the one train and getting in, because we thought all trains were shut down, but from certain blocks up, I guess they were running. So I remember getting on the train on 135th. And once you got into the subway car, I remember sitting down, and across from us there was a person like in dust and stuff like that, covered in dust, and and you still it's sort of surreal, right? And then once you finally get home and you get in front of the TV and you realize what you were watching, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. The beginning of that day was just like me interviewing. I remember interviewing someone, and I remember getting a knock on the door, and there was one of the stock guys, and he was like, "Yo, man, something crashed." No, he said a plane crashed into the Twin Towers. And I was like, "Word, that's crazy." So I remember leaving, going up to 33rd Street, looking down, and yeah, man, you saw this hole in one of the World Trade Centers. I can't remember if it was one or two at that time. But it was just like getting that chicken skin, like, yo, that's crazy. So I'm thinking in my head as a little plane. Everybody knows the reality of it. So going back to the store, then like I don't know how long it was, maybe like an hour later or something like that. Another of my stock guys goes, yo, another one just crashed into it. I was like, y'all bugging. Yeah, straight bugging. So when I went back to 33rd Street and looked down, and then you see all the smoke and stuff like that. And then what became later on surreal is when they collapsed. And now the two buildings that you can see from a distance, all you saw was sunlight and sunshine behind, because they were gone, and all you saw was smoke. And that was something I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? And I know people have their own stories and stuff like that, but when you come across someone who went through the same thing you did and you share stories, you'd be like, yo, that's crazy. And what's funny, to make a correlation to 9/11, it was like, in a tragedy like that, man, I remember every block you went through, you had a U.S. flag flying some way, somehow. There was unity. There was, you know what I'm saying? It's us, you know what I mean? It was USA and all that stuff, right? And I'm saying now, where the world is totally divided, split half. There is no, like, if I put on a U.S. hat, somebody might just look at me either in a good way or a bad way, right? Because I've experienced that going to a couple of soccer events and stuff like that, especially when the World Cup was on, you know what I'm saying? You throw in the USA and stuff like that. Obviously, if you rock a MAGA hat, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get like, yo, what's wrong with this dude and stuff like that. But like, a country right now is so divided in half, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes a tremendous tragedy like a 9/11 to bring the nation together. Because like right now, I'm not saying we need one. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just like, it's crazy how easily we can become united, because we feel like we're under attack, right? And then now it's just like, you see it every day play out on TV, and you see this shit so divided. It's crazy. It is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's history, man. That it's history in the making. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said before in other episodes, it's like, what's up, guys? It's your boy Skeen here, back to let you know and remind you that my co-host Aisha has an amazing poetry book called Treetop Echoes. It is available now on Amazon as well as Barnes and Nobles. So if you're in the market for a new book, please pick it up. You will not be disappointed in this amazing poetry book. So the name of the book, once again, Treetop Echoes, available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. Get your copy today. You had Hitler who had his people. Stalin had his people. Caesar, you know what I'm saying? Napoleon had his people. Everybody got their people. Trump got his people. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I'm still amazed at eggs, man. I'm still amazed at eggs. I'm still getting egg stories. You know what I'm saying? I think my sister went to the supermarket the other day and she said eggs were sold out. Oh, where is she? Oh, she went to Whole Foods. All the eggs were gone. And it's crazy. It was like, I'm telling you, man, a year ago it was 97 cents. I remember I was in North Carolina, 97 cents for just regular eggs. I don't be getting no fancy free range and all that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Brother man ain't got time for that. I need eggs ASAP. You know what I mean? But yeah, they were 97 cents. I remember taking a picture. I gotta look through my photo thing, but I remember taking a picture, 97 cents. But your man would tell you, nah, eggs are skyrocketed, and they continue to skyrocket. Economy is hurting, bro. Economy is hurting. You know what I'm saying? And tariffs this and tariffs that. Who's paying them? We are. We gonna pay for that shit. Eggs is what, 7 right now? Fuck around, you're gonna be in the double digits soon. For just regular eggs, not pasteurized and free range and caged free and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about regular eggs. I'm sure eventually it's gonna be double digits. And it continues, man. These tariffs, my man over here wilding out with Canada and Mexico, and we gonna pay for all that. Not the rich. If them motherfuckers would pay their taxes the way we pay our taxes, there'd be no problem. But they get all the tax breaks. It's crazy. Yeah, it's always the little guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? God forbid you don't file. Ooh. Knock at the door, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. Crazy times. Country divided is crazy. Leadership is just lying. Lies on top of lies. It's going to be huge. Like every time he talks, it's always about numbers being the best ever of all time. And then you look and you be like, yo, but the Dow is through the floor. You know what I'm saying? The economy is garbage. The huge best president of all time. You know, my man's a reality show in the making. Just a reality show, just busting out every day. There was a thing that said on Monday, tariffs is back on, Tuesday is off, Wednesday is back on, Thursday is off, Friday is back on, Saturday and Sunday, my boy is golfing. That's what it is, man. It's just it's some comical shit, man. You know, I mean, this country is a joke to the world. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their own shit. Don't get me wrong. Like nobody's a perfect country unless you're Greenland or something like that. You know what I mean? And they get it right. Iceland out there, they get it right. New Zealand, they get it right. But yeah, you know what I mean? Other countries do have their own shit. Don't get me wrong. But it's like you tune into the US for comic relief, I guess. You know what I'm saying? For comedy time. Tune into the USA and see what, you know what I'm saying? What his royal, what I call him now? His presidential royalty? No, his presidential majesty. You know what I mean? Because my man want to be king. His presidential majesty. You know what I'm saying? And my man DT. You know? I don't know, man. It's crazy. Unqualified people doing jobs they got no reason doing. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we still got to interview. We still got to, check that little box. Like I said in the past, it's like, yeah. Make sure you don't got no crimes and stuff. Cause we can't have that. But you can run the country. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, comical times right now, man. But yeah, back to the whole thing about resetting. I guess it's just a reset. for yourself, right? I know I'm using the reset as flu wise, right? Washing your hands and stuff like that. But maybe it was just like sometimes we have these episodes of sickness, or me going to the hospital and stuff like that as a reset. Like, yo, don't put your guard down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the things that make you healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is today. Is a reflection of that, right? It's a reflection of tragedies, excuse me, that you experienced, like I did in 9/11, and then pandemic. And it just realizes that, yeah, man, time passes by, but it leaves a mark, it leaves a lesson. And sometimes we got to dip into those lessons again and be like, all right, what was it? Oh, yeah. Because I remember it's like the good thing about the whole COVID situation was that I was really careful about the things I did, things I touched, instead of dabbing people, just giving them little knuckles and stuff like that. So I got to get back to that because I didn't get sick. I wasn't sick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get, like, I remember being in North Carolina, maybe because of the more open spaces, but I didn't get sick once. And I was paying 97 cents for eggs. Holla. But yeah, it was just like, now that I got out of the hospital and stuff like that and back at work and stuff like that, I've been washing hands constantly, spraying my hands with alcohol. Being hands a little dry though. I gotta get some lotion in them. But I'm back to those ways, you know what I'm saying? And then and still out of respect, you know what I'm saying? If I'm feeling queasy or whatever the thing is, throw on a mask, you know what I'm saying, to protect the people around me. But not, I won't wear it like this though, you know what I mean? Because that's comical, tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? Got to wear it the right way. So yeah, it's just like a little reset of life. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shit is comical now, man. I could go on it. Like I said this podcast wasn't gonna be political, man. But like sometimes, man, the shit that I watch, I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how can this go on? But yeah, man. Good old USA. You know what I'm saying? Comical time. $8 fags. What happened? I thought your man was gonna make everything affordable. Negative. Then now the spinoff is like, before he said, yo, day one, I'm in office, it's gonna happen, right? And now he's spewing that, yeah, man, it's gonna be some rough patches before it gets there. And then if you hear everybody that's riding with him, his people, they're giving you the same thing. Oh, it's gonna be a rough patch before it gets better. Oh, what happened? I thought it was day one. Wasn't you day one? Nah. Got him. Got your vote though. Got him. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I know I was paying 97 with my man Sleepy Joe. Nobody could tell me nothing because that's what I was paying. So if I was paying that, y'all was paying that. You know what I'm saying? 97 cents fags. I'm not trying to hear shit. Sleepy Joe was like, whatever. He had his own shit, but 97 cents. You know what I mean? Now you go get a sausage, egg, and cheese. What is it now? What we paying out there? $8, $9? $9? $8, $9, $10 for a bacon, egg, and cheese, or sausage, egg, and cheese at a bodega or the deli or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was paying $5 cash. Damn, I remember. I missed the 350 days, right? Yeah, how much is that, papi? 350? My man. Did un cafecito ahí? How much? $5. You was good on your way to school. That's what I wanted to talk to you about too, man. We're going to keep that for the next episode. I'm going to write that down for sure. But talking to these young youths out here, right? Like you see how your kids do it, because now we got kids, right? So your kids, or if you're a young star, you know what I mean? It's cool. But your kids, the way they go to school, like in pajama pants and a hoodie, all sloppy and shit, you know what I mean? And they go to school, Yo, when we went to school, it was a fashion show, my guy. Like I be telling them, yo, like you set up your whole week on outfits. Like, yeah, I'm gonna rock this one. Yeah, I'm gonna rock that one. Yeah, I'm gonna rock. Ooh, oh, you know what I'm saying? We were crispy, smell good, look good. You know what I'm saying? Lotioned up. It was a fashion show. The ladies was looking debonair. You know what I mean? It was a fucking fashion show. You know what I'm saying? People, I I took school seriously. You know what I'm saying? I went to class and shit. Make sure I was styling on them. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit boom, dot up, go to the bathroom so they could check the fit from head to toe. You know the deal. Fake like you talking to somebody in the hallway. Yeah, all right, I got you. Check out the fit. You know what I mean? And little things that we did. But yo, we got dressed to the tills, man, when we was in school. You know what I mean? Nowadays, just Crocs, freaking nasty pajama pants. You know what I mean? Nasty. When I mean nasty, nasty. You know what I'm saying? Nasty hoodies all twisted out right here in the collars. You know what I'm saying? Nasty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with us, man. We was styling. School was styling. Different generation. Suave. You know what I mean? Suave Monday. But yeah, that's another episode we talk about and stuff. I'll bring hopefully one of my co-hosts will get on. We talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make this so political, but we have to, man. We got to touch it and stuff like that because this is the reality that we live in. You know what I'm saying? So remember, guys, if you're out there, flu season, heavy, hard body karate. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fooled by the warm weather. Like I already saw one dude, my man, dude, come on, dog. It's 67 degrees. My man got tank top. You know what I'm saying? Got the shorts on, wilding like it was 90 degrees. Like, yo, you bugging, my guy. But yeah, man, if you're out there and you're going through the flu, you know what I'm saying? Be careful, man. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Take all the medicines, rest, whatever. If you need to go to the ER, please do. Like I said, I thought I had COVID. And they were like, nah, dog, you just got the flu and stuff. It just got you bad. But yeah, man. So be careful out there. Use your resets. Reminisce 5 years ago what you was doing through COVID and stuff like that. Hopefully it brings a smile to your face. Hopefully you didn't lose someone close to you during COVID and stuff like that. But yeah, man, use it as a reset. Every time that you go through something, use it as a reset. Refocus your mind, refocus your energy. Yeah, we're just trying to do the best we can. Your boy Skeen back in the building. Yeah, man, I miss you guys, but we here. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wash those nasty pajama pants. Your boy is out. Take care. See you next week. Peace. Nasty. So nasty.